Hello, y'all. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood, and we are still neighbors. And I'm just excited, honey, to talk to y'all because it's just been so much going on, honey. We just got past Memorial Day, and now we're going toward Juneteenth. Y'all know what Juneteenth is, honey. Y'all, you know, look it up. But I'm just happy, you know. I'm here and had a great Memorial Day, honey. Yesterday was my mother's birthday, so we celebrated that. And I went home and everything was good. So how did y'all do? Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a happy Memorial Day? Did y'all eat oxtails and pig feet and watermelon and all that other good stuff, honey, you have for Memorial Day? Barbecue, any of that? Y'all had all that? Well, anyway, we just gonna go ahead on, honey. I'm ready to talk, baby, because y'all know there's a lot of shit that didn't happen, honey, between now and then, honey. First, I'm sure y'all know that you live under a rock, honey. It was a mess, honey, with two comedians, y'all. And I love both of them. I mean, I love them really both. I mean, I've worked with both of them, and I just didn't know what to do. I don't know if I want to take sides or if I want to say something, because, honey, I want to keep a job, honey, because they might one day give me a job. But nevertheless, honey, if you're living under a rock, you just haven't heard, honey, the debacle, y'all, that went down, honey, with D.L. Hughley, honey, and Miss Monique, honey. It was just a mess. Now, let me just fast forward. They both spoke out and they both came up with receipts and stuff like that. So, honey, I don't know whose check gonna be cashed, whose check not gonna be cashed. But anyway, this is the deal what really kind of went down. Monique, honey, you know, and D.L. Hughley were both doing a show. I don't know where it was, in Detroit somewhere. And they both said they were headliners. Now, Monique said she was a headliner according to the promoter, and D.L. Hughley said he was a headliner. And, you know, a lot of people saying, you know, that there was no way on God's green earth that Monique would have been a headliner with D.L. Hughley. Well, honey, I don't know, because, you know, she had the paperwork, honey, and stuff to say that she was, even though now the paperwork may have been printed on her husband's letterhead, Hicks, whatever, Hicks Entertainment, what have you. But she had the paperwork, and D.L. Hughley had the paperwork. But nevertheless, honey, somebody didn't agree with something, honey, and it went down, honey. Monique came out there and she drugged D.L. Hughley, honey, from A to Z, honey. She talked about everything in his family, his wife. She talked about him, honey. I mean, she did some stuff. Well, D.L. Hughley, you know, he responded on his radio show, but I mean, he was a little angry and stuff about it too, but I just don't know how it happened. But what we were saying, honey, me and some friends, we were just talking about it. What it really almost basically comes to, it was really the promoter, honey. The promoter, they should have took it up with the promoter, not with each other, honey. Monique should have maybe called the promoter and called him up and asked him, you know, what was really going down. Why did, you know, they have her down as a headliner and D.L. Hughley as a headliner? And if y'all know what a headliner is a person that does, when they do a show, in particular a comedy show, that's a person that closed the show. Yep, that's a person that shut it down, honey. And, you know, with Monique and both D.L. Hughley, which Monique said, honey, she don't open no show for nobody, which means, so she put, you know, said that she's a headliner, and, you know, with D.L. Hughley, you know, saying that he's a headliner as well, honey, that was the big stink. But nevertheless, honey, Monique didn't shut the show down because D.L. Hughley closed it. But Monique came out and said what she had to say, honey, and I guess she got her person left, but it was really bad, honey. It really was not a good look, honey, for the comedy world, honey, because, you know, nobody would have never thought that something like this would have happened, you know, with two grown people, honey, two grown Africans in America, honey, professional people at that something like this would happen. But, honey, it really happened, and I just don't, you know, I don't know. I kind of sometimes feel it must have been some brewing beef before, you know, this here happened. Because the thing is, honey, how could, you know, it just get to this point where it got that bad where it looked like there's no return, there's no going back, honey? I mean, would they ever be friends? And, you know, people were already saying, too, that they were rooting for Monique because, you know, Monique, honey, she's a great comedian, honey, and, you know, she's done great things and stuff, but, you know, she went through a lot after winning the Oscar. She's an Oscar winner, too. Winning the Oscar for Precious, because, you know, that's when she and Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry and them all allegedly, well, they fell out. It was no alleged to it. They fell out, but she felt that they were blackballing her because Monique hadn't worked in a while. And, you know, people was like, you know, what was really going on? But then here along came a spider 50 Cent, honey. 50 decided, honey, to put her back on the TV show and, kind of bring her back up. So people was rooting for her, and now she finally, getting back, and now this happened. So people are saying this is starting to make them look at her like, girl, you're the problem. Because, I mean, people scared to work with her. And D.L. Hughley said that, people, they had wanted him to work with her many times before, and he refused to work with her. So now when he finally decided to work with her, honey, this is what happened. So I just don't know, honey. It's a very sad situation, honey. But, hopefully, I don't know, if they get it together, honey, or whatever, because she went too deep, honey. When this, honey, like I said, it ain't over here. Goes ahead. D.L. Hughley comes back at Monique with his receipts. So, so it's just, and, they said the growing beef between, honey, comedians Monique and D.L. Hughley is no laughing matter, baby. Like I said, Monique and D.L. Hughley have been trading shots over the past few days. Now, it began when Monique aired out her issues with D.L. Hughley's headlining slot at their comedy show a few days ago, honey. Monique called out Hughley on the stage, claiming that she was supposed to headline the evening. Hughley later fired back, claiming that Monique, honey, was stirring up the pot and creating a false narrative. This prompted Monique out to demand receipts from him. Stop messing with people who have never messed with you and who once considered you a camaraderie in comedy. But I thank you, DL, because you're the reason why I fight for my people like I do. Anytime you open for this Kings of Comedy, and I was the headliner for the Queens of Comedy, and you think you should close the show over me is a prime example of the biases that Black women have to deal with in this business, baby. That's what Monique wrote, honey, and stuff, Then, honey, they said that a few hours later, y'all, D.L. Hughley obliged Monique's request and shared photos of his contract that clearly stated that he was supposed to be the closing act for the evening. Now, they said additionally, the contract also stated that Hughley should be the highest paid artist on the show and have final approval of the lineup. Now, they said receipts, opinions. They said, I got everything that I was stated in my contract, everything. But let's say I didn't. My beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter and or my team, and I damn sure, honey, wouldn't make it personal. If you have a problem, take it out or take it up with the management, and by that I mean yours, he wrote. And you know what? That's what I said, honey. So I mean, it's a promoter thing, honey. So I mean, it just went on, and I tell you, honey, they just went. But a lot of people say Monique's husband, honey, is one of the problems, with her, honey. So, I mean, I don't know. I met her husband and stuff, but I mean, I don't know how he is as a person. But when I met him, he was a good person. And, so that was that. But it's just, it's just a big old mess, honey. And, honey, y'all just got to stay tuned, honey, and be in prayer. Because, honey, these people here, it's just a mess, honey. Just a big mess. Now they fighting, honey, but you know what? Now I want to say about what's her name, Miss Anita Baker. Now Miss Anita Baker, y'all, this girl is speaking out and she's doing great things, and she revealed, y'all, that Chance the Rapper, y'all, he helped her regain her ownership, honey, of her master recordings, honey. This girl, in your master recordings, that's when people you do your records and stuff like that, but honey, they don't give you your master. The damn record company owns the shit, and y'all asses, honey, everybody just sitting, honey, looking crazy. But Chance the Rapper, honey, this young guy. He helped Miss Baker, do it. Now, he said, now they're saying, honey, she posted a video and it shows the angel, honey. They said she acknowledged, y'all, that her friend Chance the Rapper and telling the crowd, y'all should say hello to a friend of mine by the way, honey, of the music industry and by way of helping me to get a hold, honey, of ownership of my master recordings, honey. Now, that is just amazing. That's why I remember back in the day, honey, with Miss Anita Baker, honey, she couldn't sing Angel. She couldn't sing a lot of her songs because she didn't own it. And they had shut her down, honey. Shut her down because they owned the masters and stuff. So now she has the masters, so she could now sing her songs, honey, and I guess do whatever she want to do with it. So that's interesting, though. You would think, though, when these recording artists and, actors and actors, you would think that, people own themselves, honey, but you don't really own your damn self. Because once you sign a contract, baby, honey, That's somebody else on you, honey, and you can't really do some places. Some people can't even say things. Look at Prince. When Prince was doing all that shit, that's why he changed his name to Symbol. He put the symbol on him, honey, because he couldn't even use his own name and stuff. He couldn't even do nothing because somebody else owned it. And that's just really interesting. It's amazing how, that's another form of slavery. You don't even own your shit. So, honey, I own me. And I got my stuff trademarked, honey. Yes, I did, boo. Gary with the T. Nah, sure did. Because, baby, it's another queen, honey, that would love to be me. So, let me just shut that down. But anyway, yeah, so that's, honey, what's going down, honey, and, and things like that. Girl, Kanye West is a big clown, honey. He going around, honey, with these boots and stuff like that. But yes, but anyway, so let me tell y'all. So also, honey, what's going down, honey? These damn crazy ass people, these crazy rappers, y'all, honey, baby mamas and people saying that they babies, honey, and couples and all that stuff. Y'all, it's just a mess. Now Madonna, y'all know Madonna love her a black man, honey. She been playing with him from the Dennis Rodman days, honey. Now it's being reported, they saying that, honey, she may be dating Tory Lanez, honey. Now y'all know Tory Lanez. If you don't know, let me remind you who Tory Lanez is. Tory Lanez is the guy that allegedly shot, honey, Meg Thee Stallion, honey, in the feet. Sure did, honey. Now, baby, they spotted him and Miss Madonna, honey. They was at a boxing match or whatever. And, honey, Miss Madonna put a big fan up, bitch, so you couldn't see him. But they saying, honey, him and her together. Now, my thing is, if he with this girl, honey, I could assure you, honey, he with this girl, honey, for publicity and for some coins. Because, baby, Miss Madonna is not Madonna anymore. This girl has so much plastic surgery, she don't even know who she is, child. And this big girl is 63 years old and he's 29, which it really doesn't matter that much, honey. But I tell you, what people won't do for money now. Could I be with somebody? Well, I don't know, honey. I mean, I guess, honey, they say if the price is right, but child, I don't know. If this girl ain't had a revirgination, honey, and stuff like that, child, I don't know, honey. It could be something though. But anyway, child, moving on. Now, Bobby Brown. Now, y'all know Bobby Brown got that special coming out, honey. He got his docu-series, honey, coming out. And I tell you, baby, Bobby Brown is talking. But I guess you gotta do what the hell you gotta do, baby, to sell your docu-series, honey. And you gotta, do what you gotta do. Now, later they say Bobby Brown is blaming Joe Jackson, honey. That's Janet's daddy, honey, for not letting him date her. Now they said, baby, Joe Jackson, honey, told Miss Janet, honey, now look, girl, you ain't about to date this goddamn thug, honey. Because baby, he from the opposite side of the track, and they said, honey, he was just not the right person for Miss Janet. Now Bobby said he knew that he wasn't really, the right person for her. He liked her, but he knew Joseph wasn't having that. Now they said, this is what Bobby said. Now he blaming Janet's daddy, honey, Joseph, for not allowing him to date her. Now he said, I had a big crush on Janet. He said everything, her little smile, her body, baby, her dance moves, her little laugh. He said we loved each other's company. He said, but we didn't have that long of a relationship. He said the reason why me and Janet broke it off because he said she couldn't be with a man like him. Now he said, I'm from the projects, I'm hood, he said. And, it went on and on. He said, baby, her daddy was not going to allow her, baby, to be with someone like me. Janet was a crush, he said, of his life. But Janet Jackson, the Jackson really wasn't no that damn much better. You from the project, but they was from that little old house, 2300 Jackson Street, girl, that was a box. And they had 50 of them living up in there. So, it wasn't that much of a difference, though. But I don't blame Joe. Well, but Bobby, he was a bad boy, but Bobby wasn't really that bad after you looking at all the stuff, how it just went down, honey. Because, Miss Whitney Houston, baby, this girl, honey, was a hood girl. She came from the hood, child. And her and Bobby both got together and, she showed him some things. He showed her some things, but it's amazing though how I've been looking at this and it's sad though, but a man and a woman could both get on drugs. But it's amazing though how a woman, it really tears down a woman, than a man. Because women usually, like Whitney Poultin, bless her soul, she died and stuff. But Bobby, did all the same shit she did, and he's still alive. And that's interesting to me how that happens, and how you see it all the time how a woman, I guess women's bodies are just not built like a man's body or whatever. I don't know, but it's amazing how that happened. But Bobby, honey, had been through some things, honey, and he's still here, honey, to tell it, honey. And and like I said, he's talking on that show, baby. He's telling everything about him and Madonna, honey, him and he talked about how him and Whitney met. They met at the Soul Train Awards, and he's saying how Miss Whitney had a friend named Robin, which we all heard about Robin, and evidently her and Robin was allegedly dating, and and stuff like that. But he said it couldn't be the three of them, so honey, she had to let Robin go and stuff. But and Robin had been out a couple of times and talking. I remember seeing Robin on Wendy Williams' show and stuff. But it's amazing, honey, how all this stuff is coming out and how he's talking, and it's just like they said, honey. The song said, honey, the girls are talking. Well, hell, the boys talking too, because honey, he's telling all they business. I like to say, bitch, he pouring all the tea and letting it be known what went down with him and Miss and all the girls that he slept with. Now he got his new wife, Miss Alicia, honey. Now Miss Alicia, she had those children, honey. She got 2 kids for him, but he said like I said, he was talking about Madonna. He talked about her. Now this is the deal. That is so messy, child. They asked him, they said, well, Bobby, did you sleep with Madonna? He said, we didn't do any sleeping. He said, it just happened. I don't even know how it happened. He said, she probably knows how it happened, but we didn't do no sleeping. So what is that saying? Did they do drugs all night? Or did they have sex? So, honey, he had sex with a child, but I guess, honey, that's just too many things, honey. Too many things. Lord, I could not, honey. It is too many things, honey. But, it's no big deal. We all know, honey, Madonna, honey. She loved the black boys, like I said earlier, honey. So, she do her thing, baby. Miss Madonna, she's a material girl, honey. Now, y'all familiar with Amari Chadwick? Hardwick. He's a great actor. He played in a lot of shows. He played in a lot of shows. What's his name? Power. He did Power. He said, honey, that something that a lot of people don't realize as an actor because he's an actor or an actress. He said, y'all, that he struggled, honey. He said, honey, he was broke. He said, baby, he was struggling during Power, honey. He said 50 Cent had to loan him money 2 times, child. Now he said, he's best known on his different roles. He plays Ghost, honey, St. Patrick, honey, for 6 seasons, honey. He said, baby, despite having those roles, honey, in the notable films, honey, such as Next Day Air, look him up, y'all, The Gridiron Gang, and others, honey, he said he didn't identify with the feeling of having made it until after Power. Now they said, honey, he said he was. When you asked him, honey, was he good financially? He said he was financially stable. He said, I still haven't made what I should have made. He said, honey, I still, honey, never made the money. No, the money. He said, I never made what I should have made. He said, never made it and stuff, until recently, But, he was on Being Mary Jane and all that stuff, honey. And, a lot of different other shows. But this is what people don't understand. Just because your ass on TV, honey, that don't mean you got money. And that's one thing people don't understand, honey. Just because you're on TV, honey, that does not mean you're making a lot of money, child. And just like you see, honey, how that, what I just told y'all a few minutes ago with the DL Hughley and Monique thing. Look how they stipulated that DL, honey, was the one, to see how much people made and stuff like that. He was the headliner and stuff. And it's just, and everybody don't want your ass to have no money. So some people give you enough, baby, just to make you feel good. And that's that. They will give you just enough, honey, to make you feel good and comfortable. And baby, they will zap you. And honey, you going around here, baby, faking it till you make it and stuff, borrowing money and stuff, honey. Like they paying Peter to pay, stealing from Peter to pay Paul. And that's just the way it is, honey. You do not honey, necessarily have to be rich. Just like people don't realize all doctors and lawyers in India, they ain't all rich. Just because they got that title, that don't mean they rich, honey. They are not rich, honey. This man here, baby, just letting you know, he wasn't making no money. Yeah, he was borrowing money. He was doing just like the rest of them. He was going to the pawn shop. Yep, and getting his coins, honey. And I'm sure, honey, doing what he need to do, child. So that it's just one of those things that people don't realize that, honey, everybody, honey, ain't rich at all, honey. I don't agree with some of this stuff or with this here, but people do what they have to do because people have to make it, y'all. Now, Soldier Boy, honey, I'm talking about that little bastard. Ja Rule, honey. Now, remember Ja Rule from back in the day, honey. He was a great rapper and all that stuff. Ja Rule, baby, he's telling us stuff that, we didn't know. Now, he said, y'all, he turned to drug dealing, y'all, when he was 16 years old, honey. He said to help support his mother, who was a drug addict at the time. Now, he said, honey, she couldn't really lean on any family for financial help. He said, at that moment, I knew, honey, I was willing to do whatever I had to do, baby, to help. He said, what I seen at first as a success was a drug dealer. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of kids in the hood, honey, and so they would. Drug dealers are the guys with all the money. They seem rich and stuff. And you think, honey, well, hell, if he driving a brand new Chevrolet, honey, he got money. So that means, honey, he's a drug dealer too. But that means I got to do that. He said, but he said they had cars. He said they had money. He said they had women. And I was like, all right, honey, I'm in. He said at that time, honey, he said he was about 16 years old. And then he went on to say, honey, that the music was always, honey, there. He said, I dropped out in the 11th grade. I said I could make a G, honey, a week. He said, I'm cool. A G, I guess that's a grand. What's that? Something like that. Well, a G. He said, but honey, he reported said that he received a $50,000 advance from his first record deal. Oh, and honey, and that he spent $40,000, honey, on a registered nurse to look after his mother. Oh, no, that was nice. That was really nice, honey. He said, I went to tell my mother that I had the deal, and she told me she was diagnosed with cancer. Oh, my God, the same day. He said, we don't give up on our family. We fight the fight. Really? Well, that was nice, honey. He took his little money and helped his mama out. Bless it. So I wonder if she's still alive or not, because he kept $10,000 for himself. So, and he, you got to help your family, but bless his soul, Jesus. I'm just glad, that he did the right thing. He did the right thing by his mother, by helping her out, taking his money that he had just earned, honey, to go ahead on, honey, and get him a nurse. And that was smart, so evidently his mother was, honey, on home care or something. Because if you got a nurse, I guess, to stay there in the house with her. So he did the right thing and, honey, helped his mama out. But, let me see, child. Let me, tell y'all, this is some great news, honey. I don't know if y'all heard this or not, but Mama June, y'all got married. Yes, baby. Mama June, she married a guy named Justin Strode. Y'all know Mama June from, what's her name, child? What's that show name, girl? Shit, I'll get it. Little Bubba, what's her name? What the hell? I can't, what's her name? I just went blank, honey. I just went blank. What is her name? Honey Boo Boo. God damn. It took me that long, honey. Mama June from Honey Boo Boo. Yes, honey. She got married. Now, this guy, her husband, honey, I mean, he's a mechanic, baby, and at least he got a job. And, Mama June had fell off for a minute, honey. So, I mean, she, fell off the wagon, honey, started, doing drugs allegedly and all that stuff. So now, baby Mama June, honey, they cleaned up her act, honey. She got her a new piece, baby. And, honey, she married. So congratulations to Mama's June, honey. Oh, Lord. Pastor John Gray, y'all. Oh, my God. They saying, honey, they asked the question, honey, Oh, honey, wait a minute, honey. Did he get caught again, y'all, having cheating on his wife, honey? Most they say it looked like Pastor John had been caught cheating again, Lord. Oh, help us today, Jesus. Help us, glory. Yes, Lord, honey. Not the pastor, honey. They said, honey, and it looks like he's been cheating again. Now they said in an interview available only, honey, on her app. They say Pastor John Gray has been caught having another affair, this time with an adult entertainer who provided, honey, some proof of their liaison. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all crazy ass people out there, men, women, whatever. If you gonna damn cheat, honey, you need to make sure somebody, these people ain't got no damn camera. No, you check their assholes, honey. Make sure there ain't a camera up in there. Cause it don't make no sense, honey. People got cameras everywhere. And these damn people are out here cheating and carrying on and then getting caught. Y'all just gotta stop that. I mean, that is the crazy. If anything, honey, if you gonna cheat, girl, and I'm not an advocate of it, honey. If you gonna damn cheat, you need to go to a mutual ground, honey. Y'all need to go some damn way, honey, where ain't nobody been in the room. We've been in the room in your car. If you got to cheat in your damn car, honey, do that, honey. But don't sit there and be crazy. Lord, don't be crazy. I mean, that's the craziest. I mean, and you know people watching you. You know people are watching. And honey, I just don't believe Pastor, honey, allegedly is doing it. Pastor must have a sex addiction, a sex addiction, honey, or something. Because Pastor then brought his wife a damn Ferrari or whatever it was, a Lamborghini for the first cheating scam. Now, goddamn it, what you gonna buy this time if that's true? Allegedly, honey, that you're doing this. So we just gotta pray, Lord. Oh, honey, we just gotta pray night and day. We got to pray just to make it today, y'all. We got to do it because, honey, this is just getting bad out there, honey. People can't, drugs and crime spreading on the street. People can't get enough to eat. And, honey, it's just sad, honey. These women, honey, they can't keep their husbands because their husbands want to cheat and carry on. And, honey, it's just too much. So my thing is this, honey. Y'all need to put some chastity belts on these men, honey. Like they used to do women back in the day, honey. Put a chastity belt on them, honey. And I don't know. I'll do like my friend used to do, honey. When he come home, sniff his penis, honey. Make sure, honey, the soap, honey, smell like the soap you got at home, honey. I don't know. It's just too much. But anyway, I digress, honey, because you know what? That's why I'm saving myself for Jesus. So I ain't worried about all that, honey. Ain't none of those spirits coming over here, honey. None of them. So y'all need to do the same, honey. Save yourself, honey. Sit home and chant and, honey, do some yoga and some meditation. And with that being said, you're loved. And thank y'all for tuning in, honey. You know, if you want to follow me, honey, you know, you can follow me on GaryGossip.com, Gary with the T. If you don't like what I just said, honey, click here. And if you like what I said, click there. And if you don't like it, whatever, you like it. So click, damn it. But anyway, have a great day, honey. And we'll do this again, honey, on Mañana. I think that's what it is. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Feliz Navidad.